What's up, everybody? We are back. It's been a while. I know that you've all missed us, but I need to move this camera so I'm actually looking into it. But we are back. This is our triumphant return. I know that your lives have all been incomplete since you last saw us, but now we are here. It is a new year, and hopefully it will be better for the world than the last year. We're not off to a great start, but we already got some people in the comments. Hello, Richard. Happy New Year.
Hello, brother. Happy New Year to everybody out there.
Yes. Lobo's getting his own book, though.
Yeah.
Hello, Mobius. Thank you for joining us. Ultimate halfway through. Yeah. I'm sure we'll be discussing that. I know with the who are you guys again? Well, we got little name things on the bottom here that I'll let you know. We are Jamie's not going to be on tonight. Him and his whole family are sick, and we are currently waiting for Sal. They had an emergency at the mozzarella factory to go take care of. Something with the little tube that pushes them into the cheese sticks is messed up, so he's having to go fix that. So we will.
How many paisans does it take to spoil a soup?
He keeps sending me now, like the past few days, he keeps sending me, DMing me all of these like stereotypical Italian videos where they're like, gabagoo, and then it's a bunch of guys around, gabagoo.
Well,
you're just feeding into it now.
He's embracing it.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Hello, Mr. What am I? Yes. Hello, Mr. Keith. It's been a while since we've been on. I know we're going to have a lot of stuff to show off tonight. We got pulls from the past couple weeks. We got back issues. We got Christmas presents to show off. Comics, and I know I've got some comic related stuff. I assume that you guys probably did as well.
Yep.
We can talk about. Oh, shit, there it is. We could talk about the debacle that is the Marvel Ultimate Endgame blind bags.
I didn't get any of them. I just wasn't feeling it.
I had put in to get I guess 2 of them, though. When I got there, I was surprised. I was like, did I reserve 2 of these? Because I don't remember. I don't know why I would. Usually I'll, on these blind bags, first it has to be a book that I'm actually, going to read. Yeah, I know that Captain America one, the Thor, especially the Thor one. Yeah, that got me excited that they're moving away from, stand-up comedian Thor and going back to like badass warrior Thor, which I think most of us can agree is the Thor that we would rather see on screen, than him like, talking to his hammer and trying to drink beer with it and whatever the nonsense of Love and Thunder was. Yeah, I was to say, it for the blind bag thing, it has to be a book that I'm actually interested in reading. Like, I'm not just going to go, oh, it's a blind bag and get it. But, normally I'll roll the dice and I'll get one and, hey, if I got something cool, but I don't know why I put in for 2. But that, and then seeing the stuff where they were all damaged, and I was like, well, the store order them, I put in for them, so I'll pick them up. Like I told them, I was like, I'm not gonna. They're like, oh, you don't have to. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna leave you hanging. I put in and ordered them, so and it's not a thing where it was in my box, because sometimes stuff will be in there for a book that I canceled and it'll still get put in there. I was like, no, I'll get them. And I don't know. I don't know if Marvel's put anything out yet about accepting any or taking any returns on them.
Yeah, we'll get Sal. Yeah, bring back Throg, the Frog Thor. Yeah.
Throg was like a little Easter egg thing in the second season of Loki. Yeah.
Yep.
So, Yeah, so I was like, I put in for him. It was a light week. I'll go ahead and get him, and it is what it is. I don't, I saw someone online saying all the shops should return them, and they shouldn't even be selling them to customers. I was like, well, when I asked my shop, they said that they hadn't heard anything from Marvel about returning them yet, and that's a pretty big cost to eat. And they said what they were doing was everybody that was buying them, they were telling them like, look, the chances of this being damaged are high, and this is what the situation is, and they were leaving it up to people if they wanted to get them or not. And this one guy was saying is like they shouldn't have sold them at all. I'm like, look, man, if they're telling people that hey, this is probably damaged, and the people are still buying them, that's on them. I was like, I don't have a problem with them doing that. If they were not telling people and they were finding out otherwise, it'd be a little shady. But
Why? What damaged them?
I'd seen people, I've seen a couple people, saying it could be this, it could be that. I don't think there's any definitive thing that it is, because people are saying, oh, it happened the way, when they were, it happened when they were done at the printer, when they were putting the bags. I'm like, I don't know, because like this hasn't been a problem with any of the other blind bags. And even if it was, if it was that, like, it would be the same problem for like not blind bags, but like the poly bag stuff that Marvel puts out, like the red band stuff. It's the same process. It's just a bag that you can see through as opposed to the blind bag ones that you can't. So I think if the damage occurred in the printing process and putting it in the bag, excuse me, that would be a case that you've seen on all this Marvel stuff. So I have a feeling it was how it was packaged, but it's just conjecture on my part. I don't really know.
Well, very sad.
What are some cover recommendations for Fantastic Four? Like just which covers we like in general, or
Well, Alex Ross just did a segment where he was doing them for a couple of years, and almost all those were spectacular.
yeah.
So, and then during the John Byrne years, almost all of those were really great.
Yeah, he had some really good ones too. There were some
And then not, of course, can't sleep on Jack Kirby.
oh yeah, I mean there's I mean, those are covers that are just iconic. I'm trying to remember. There was an issue number one always sticks out to me from when I was a kid. The one where Frankie Ray became Nova, and she's like flying like towards the reader, and the rest of like the Fantastic Four team is behind her. That one's pretty good. I can't remember the exact number, or the issue number. 200, I think, was pretty good. Wasn't that the one that had like all the characters a bunch of characters on the cover?
Yeah, well, and mainly focused on I think 100 was really great. Had a black cover and had the torch flying at you. 200 was mainly a Doctor Doom and Mr. Fantastic cover where they were going at it.
Which was the one that had like all the characters, like the Marvel Universe on it, and like they drew Stan Lee up in the corner, but they didn't draw Jack Kirby on there because they were like in litigation with him or something, and they were bitter about it. And
I'm not sure what was that, an annual? I'm not sure.
I want to say it was when Byrne was still on the book.
Oh, was that the one where Doctor Doom was wearing a sandwich board and they had all those characters on the cover?
No, that was I know which one you're talking about. That was a cool cover. No, so I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick. I mean, one is always, I mean, that's the iconic one that's been homaged time after time. What was it? Was it 4, the one where they brought Submariner back? That one was a pretty cool cover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 51, This Man, This Monster was always one of my favorites.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It wasn't 200.
Yeah, 200 I think was just Reed and
Reed and
Doom.
Doom. The one that they did with the one that they did for the when they did those Marvel anniversary covers with the Thing, that one wasn't too bad. Oh, which was the I think it was Brian Hitch when they did the Thanksgiving cover. That one was pretty cool.
No, yeah, like a Rockwell cover.
Yeah. Or maybe it was the wedding issue that had all those characters on it.
There were a lot on the wedding issue, that's for sure.
I think that might be the one I'm thinking of.
Then that would have been 150. I think it was no, it was an annual.
Yeah.
It was an annual. But Stan and Jack were in that issue. You know, they wrote themselves in that issue too.
Yeah, no, the one I'm thinking of is from after it was from later because it was after Kirby was gone. I don't remember. I don't know what I need to type into Google to bring it up, but I would have to go back through my Fantastic Four box and look
and find it.
Yeah. What are some of our favorite characters? I mean, for me, you know, my favorite's Captain America. Batman is probably my favorite DC character. I'd say She-Hulk is my favorite female character. I tend to like, you know, some of the characters that aren't, you know, like the super popular ones. I mean, I like Spider-Man. I like Superman and that, but I also, you know, really like, you know, a character like Booster Gold, you know, who will get his own series occasionally, but it doesn't last as long as I would like it to. What about you, Gary?
Top three are Aquaman, Spectre, and Swamp Thing. So, you know, and my favorite Marvel character is Wonder Man. So that's kind of off the beaten path. Not many people say that.
I like Wonder Man too. I always like Hercules in Marvel too, but he never really gets a series. I think his longest running series is probably like 10 issues.
I love the Bob Layton miniseries when he was doing them.
Yeah.
There's 2 4-issue minis that he did, and it was so good with the Recorder, chronicling his exploits. Yeah, Hercules was great. Or when Hercules was going to give Thor the gift, or anybody the gift.
Yes, I always loved. You know, I know they did the thing with Brett Goldstein at like the after credit, the post credit scene in Love and Thunder. You know, where Zeus tells him like go get him, and you see Brett Goldstein stand up, and he's got the Thor or he's got the Hercules outfitted on. It says yes, father, and you know we'll probably never get a payoff on that. But I was like, oh, that would be so cool. Like I want to see him fight, and I want to see Hercules go receive the gift, and then just give him the uppercut.
Speaking of the gift,
yeah,
it's a gift that keeps on giving, baby.
Yeah, shoot out.
Kitty Pryde's a good one. My favorite X-Men character is Colossus, you know, and I like Nightcrawler a lot too.
Mine's so weird. I like Cannonball. Cannonball's my favorite.
You know, Gary has affinity for that and an affinity for Mirage.
I like Mirage a lot. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, I like the oddballs sometimes.
I'd be remiss too if I didn't mention my favorite Flash, which is as much as I love Wally, my favorite Flash is still Barry Allen.
Love me some Barry. Well, and teams, you know, JLA is my favorite team, and then followed closely by the JSA.
Yeah.
And the Legion. You know, love the Legion. Chameleon Boy, one of my favorite characters. And I love that they're going to relaunch the Legion. I hope they do it in a more traditional sense. So,
yeah, I'm interested to see Yeah, the B and C list characters can be a lot of fun.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm interested to see which Legion they pick, or it might be interesting if they just say, you know what, we're going to take a few characters from this Legion and a few from this one and a few from this one, and I don't know. I mean, I'm excited for a Legion book. I just hope that it's.
Is it Williamson doing it?
Yeah, I think he's writing it. I haven't seen any release date on it.
Yeah. Sal, they got to quit doing shootouts, man. They suck in shootouts.
They suck in shootouts and they suck in overtime. Let me tell you something. My voice is like raspy because I was screaming. They didn't help themselves, but the refs screwed them over a lot of times tonight. And yeah, it was terrible.
I was watching.
I was surrounded by Chicago fans who were like, screaming. I don't want to get into it. The screaming shit that I'm not going to repeat here.
Well, you can't. The refs screwed Carolina over tonight too.
Oh yeah,
with the Panthers, terrible calls.
Yeah.
So
that boy Matt.
I mean, the comics.
The comics.
My grandfather, 1974, trip to 7-Eleven, told me to go over and pick some comics out, and I picked up Justice League of America 111, 100-pager, and that was it.
That's
now
all she wrote.
51 years later and 60,000 comics later, here we go.
There you go.
I don't remember what it was that got me into comics. Like all these other guys that Gary calls it, the his Genesis book, and like all these guys seem to know their first 2 or 3 books.
Like,
up
on the wall.
I have no idea what my first book was. I don't remember how I started reading them. I even asked my dad. I was like, hey, do you remember when I started reading them? And he said, it's like, you've been reading comics as long as I can remember. I know I was in elementary school when I started reading them, so I was like a little kid. I remember that I would get them at like the grocery stores and like the newsstands, and that I would get them at I would have to my parents are always going to like antique stores and stuff, and for my dad's affinity for World War II shit, and I was always going with them, and I'd dig through and find some old comics, and I was like, oh, this looks cool, and I'd get those little digest size ones that they would have at like gas station rest stops, and so I don't remember what my first book was or when I started. It's just I always have been.
Maybe
you came out of the womb with one.
I might.
X-Men 133 right there up on the wall.
Yeah,
that was the first book I read, and that was the one that opened up everything for me.
It's a good book to have as your first one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sal got into comics when he was working at the shop with the Italian club, and he was the runner when they would do the weekly numbers, and he would be the runner for him, and they would give him a nickel and be like, here, kid, buy yourself a comic.
Buy yourself a comic. Do yourself a favor. Buy yourself a comic.
At no point did a nickel buy you a comic.
Yeah, I was going to say.
10 cents. You needed
10 cents. You needed 10 cents.
Like, you remember that scene in The Departed when Jack Nicholson's, getting the groceries for the kid, and he's like, you like comics? And he puts them all in there and sends them on his way. That's what it was for Sal here.
Mm-hmm.
His favorite character was Captain Pepperoni.
Captain Pepperoni. Jeez.
Wow.
I thought it would be Gabagool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he would only make appearances at Halloween.
It wasn't the Mussolini.
It wasn't the Mussolini. It was the Mussolini. Oh, have you guys started showing off books yet, or are you just been
we've just been bullshitting in the pre-show.
Oh man!
Waiting for you to get here.
Well, thank you for waiting. I appreciate that. I thought you guys would start.
No, we gotta wait for you.
Oh, why? You don't have to wait for me. Come on.
Well, we got a lot to show tonight. No showcase because
no showcase. I kind of figured because
we got too much to show. So
yep.
So we won't extend it.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Well, I guess let's just hit the we'll hit the opener, and then we'll
yep.
And then we'll get it going.
All right.
You got it, Dan? You want me to hit it?
Yeah, hi.
Welcome, folks, to Codex Station Saturday Night Comics Unleashed. What's going on, folks? What do you got in your pool box this week? Did you get any good back issues? Did you get any good stuff for Christmas? We want to know, because we got some stuff to show for you tonight. You know me, I'm your host, Sal the Slab Guy. Right there next to me is the Ric Flair of comics himself,
Woo!
60,000 strong. And of course, down below me is Dan Kelly. What's going on, guys? How's your Saturday?
It's all right.
Doing good.
All right.
Good.
Counting.
Lots of stuff to show off.
All right, why don't you go first, Dan? Show us what you got.
All right. Well, yeah. Well, I guess you want to do the new stuff and then circle back with back issues / Christmas stuff.
You got it. That's a good plan.
All right. So I have read all but 3 books of the new stuff I got. So
Nice.
We'll start off with DC with all the KO ones. We got Cyborg, Swamp Thing.
Oh.
I know Sonny was disappointed that Vixen didn't make it through.
Oh,
Mhm.
maybe in an alternate universe.
Yeah. You got the Harley Quinn Zatanna, which the A cover was ass.
Yuck.
So
Yep.
I got this nice Frank Cho variant.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's interesting. It's clear that like all the fights. I figured out after like I think the second one, like all the fights were going to go 3 rounds, so they could have, so they could find different ways to show off different versions of the characters. So, I mean, honestly, this one, like it takes some good writing to have this go 3 rounds. It takes good writing for this one to go more than 3 panels.
Mhm.
All Zatanna has to do is just look at her and be like, die. Round 2, die.
I eat.
Yeah, I'd.
I'd.
Then the round 6, the Flash guy versus Green Lantern, or guy versus Ray Garrick.
Yeah.
There was one line in here that made me laugh. I can't remember. Oh, this was the part that made me funny when Jay's like, "Let's play checkers," and Guy was making a move. He's like, "You can't move that way," and he goes another way. "You can't move that way," and he looks at me. He's like, "Do you not know how to play checkers?" And then Guy got mad and flipped the board over.
That's funny.
The Superman 33, Lex Luthor versus the Demon.
Nice.
Thought it was an interesting way that one ended. The one I know Jamie was probably looking forward to most, Red Hood and Joker.
Yeah.
I bet he was.
Since I decided to give the Absolute Batman another shot, because I've been hearing so many good things about it, I got the crossover, the Absolute Wonder Woman 15, which is the first part of a 2-part crossover, and I thought it was pretty decent. I don't know if it's enough that's going to make me want to start picking up Absolute Wonder Woman, but I thought it was a decent read. Detective Comics 1104, been loving this book and this storyline, and the colors that these been doing on the covers, like they're always so striking. Like really just jump out at you. And then the art inside too is fantastic. So I've just been,
I agree.
With Tom Taylor and Mikkel Janin on this, I mean, this book has just been amazing since they relaunched it, or not relaunched it, but since the new creative team took over.
Right.
Yeah. And this one, Green Lantern 31, this was kind of bittersweet because it's the final issue.
It's a good issue. It was good.
Yes, it was. That was
Yes.
good.
Yeah, I really dug it. It's a good way to close out the series. There's no villain, big villain in it really that he fights. That all ended the last issue. It's just this, very kind of quiet moments with him and this detective, and you learn about her past, and just really, really good. Same thing with this one too, Green Lantern 30.
That was good.
Yeah, the stuff with him and Batman in it was just fantastic.
I like that. I like he was joking with him, saying that we're going on a bat venture. Or fantastic.
Yeah, because he says something to Green Lantern about, about something being narcissistic with him, and Green Lantern's like, this from the guy that puts bat in front of
In front of
everything.
everything. Yeah.
Is Detective the best Batman book at the moment?
If you're not, if you don't like absolute Batman, then I'm going to say yes.
I would say yes. But if you'd asked me 2 months ago, I would have said Dark Patterns.
Yeah.
Batman Dark Patterns was it was a 12-issue book, 12-issue run, and it was fabulous.
For current ones, it's
close though.
Do we do giveaways? We were doing giveaways each month last year. I don't know. We haven't really talked about doing any this year, but I think there's a strong chance that we'll be doing some giveaways. I'd say the just the regular Batman title has been really good too since they relaunched it. Not the Hush 2 stuff. That's unfortunately been terrible. But the Volume 4 with the new creative team has been really good. But if I had to pick between that and Detective, I think I would give the slight edge to Detective. But I still really love the regular Batman book too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Still good.
Yeah, and I think Jorge Jimenez, he's been on Batman for a few years now. Like I think he's like really starting to etch his name into that like upper echelon of of longtime Batman artists. Where when you start associating an artist with a certain character, he's starting to put his name up there with that.
Yeah, indeed.
Justice League Red #5. I think there's only one more issue of this.
Mm-hmm.
This is decent. It's looking like the final issue of it's going to be pretty interesting. And this one, the Justice League Unlimited 14. This book's just been really cool, and I like this storyline with all of these different versions of the heroes from the past, present, future. Oh, you know what? This is a good contender for best Batman book. Batman Second Night #10.
Yep, sure is. Perkins' art is amazing.
So good.
Jurgens' is writing very good. And that issue was really great. Had a character I didn't expect would appear in there, and it was fantastic.
I agree. I did not. I'm not. I won't spoil who it was.
Me neither.
When they showed up, I did not expect it at all. But I like the way it was written. The suit they chose was really made me happy, and the limitations they put on him as well.
I also love the mention of George Taylor, the editor of the Daily Star, which is way back in the mythos of a few characters there.
Court of Owls saga. What's your reviews on it?
It's great.
Court of Owls is great.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic.
It's good. It's it's widely considered one of the top Batman stories. Certainly one of the top modern Batman stories.
Definitely one of the top modern stories. Yes.
And they've done a lot with it since then with storylines that have tied into it and the way that it's influenced different shows and stuff. And I guess rumor is that that's going to be kind of a might be something they deal with in the second Batman movie. I don't know. Independent stuff, well, kind of DC independent. The Harley Quinn X Elvira. I mean, it's honestly, I was hoping the series would be more fun than it is.
I like the cover to it though.
There's some good one-liners in there.
Yeah, there's some funny. The interactions with them and Power Girl are pretty funny. But outside of that, like it's just
Yeah, I'm not sure what the story is. I'm just it's the interactions between the characters are what make the book worth it. Yeah,
I mean, it hasn't lived up to the expectations I had for it. At this point, I'm just kind of like, well, I've gotten these issues. I think it's only going 5 issues, if I'm not mistaken. So So it's just kind of like I'll finish it out, but it's okay. I think I'd like it more if Amanda was actually drawing the entire book instead of just like 2 or 3 pages in each one and then handing it off to a different artist. And and the other artist is fine, but it's he's not Amanda Connor.
Nope.
This one, Exquisite Corpses 8. This book has been fantastic. Highly recommend reading this. I think there's only a couple more issues left, and then it always is labeled on the inside, season 1 issue whatever. So I'm guessing that there's going to be, once this miniseries is over, that they'll then do more future ones. But if you could pick up all the singles, I would recommend it. If not, get the trade when it comes out. And I get the ones, I get the issues because I'm a nerd and a completist that have the card that's in them.
Gotta have the card.
Well, because they're going to be doing an Exquisite Corpses card game. So I guess these cards that are in the issues are exclusive ones for it. And even though I'm sure I won't get the card game, because who the hell am I going to play it with? I got to have that. Silver Surfer Black. I haven't read Silver Surfer Black. I couldn't get past the artwork in it, but I've heard the story is amazing.
I did not pick it up.
Did you read that one, Gary?
No.
So I think Donnie Cates wrote it, and I know that he kind of tied some stuff in his Thor run into it, but I tried reading it, and I just could not get past the first issue. And the art I just hated the artwork. Void Rivals 25, Part 1 of the Quintesson War.
Nice.
Looking forward to seeing Cates. Yeah, Cates. Yeah. Sal's the one that'll answer that.
Yeah. Yes, 100% Boosh.
Skinbreaker number 4. The artwork in this is just. Look at the art. Look at the detail in this.
Yeah, that's awesome stuff.
It's just ridiculous how good this artwork is. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because it took Finch years to draw this on the side of doing his other work, because all the pages are like double the size of what artists normally do, so that he could get all this added detail in. Yeah, like I said, I heard so much good stuff about Silver Surfer Black, and when we did our Silver Surfer episode, I tried reading it, and because I heard so much good stuff about it, and I just couldn't do it with the art. Oh, what's up, Sonny? Yeah, I hope so. This one, I got Sal to start picking this up. The Event Horizon Dark Descent.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's some artwork I want to show when it comes around to that. Do you want to show it?
Oh, you want to? Oh no, if you want to show it, you go ahead, because it's dark and disturbing.
It is, and I'm talking like towards the end of the book. If you know which scene I'm talking about,
yeah,
I'll show that art.
Yeah,
freaking amazing.
I love the new Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, it was good.
So we'll see what they do with it now that the Ultimate Universe is ending.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm not a huge fan of Alred's art. His writing is good. I've never been a big fan of his art. Though when he did that new Fantastic Four run, that was okay. The one that was where it was like the girl in the Thing, in the Thing armor, and it was Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Space Ghost 6, where Space Ghost becomes a space vampire.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. Man, these covers are so great too.
Yeah, they are.
They have been.
This was really cool. The Adventures of Lumen N, issue 4. This was the last issue of the miniseries. And I dig it that it's all, it's Captain, she's the granddaughter of Captain Nemo, and he's having to, and he comes back and her father gets killed, and he kind of, takes her in, and they have to fight, they have to fight a villain who's, from another old sci-fi, turn of the century sci-fi book, and they have at the end they tease another story with another character, this George Challenger, who was another character from from old turn of the century sci-fi. One of the characters in it is, Phantomas, another one, from that. So it's almost League of Extraordinary Gentlemen-ish, just in the fact that they're like, he's pulling from all of this old literature and kind of mashing it up and into these books. Oh, the Space Ghost series has been badass since Dynamite's been doing it. They did 12 issues, and then they restarted it with issue 1, and it's on 5? Yeah, it's on 6 now. And they did that crossover with Johnny Quest, which
was good. I loved it.
The crossover.
I did. I was like, "There's no way this is going to be good." And then I read the first issue. I'm like, "Holy shit, this is good."
Very good. It was very good.
Yeah, you should definitely give it a try, Mobius. It's best. There was also a Space Ghost miniseries that was like 5 or 6 issues that DC did. I want to say about 10 years ago or so, 10 or 15 years ago. Alex Ross did the covers for it. That was really cool. And then they did that thing where DC had like all the Hanna-Barbera characters, and they called it Future Quest, and they had this big storyline that mashed them all up, and it was like Johnny Quest and Space Ghost and the Herculoids and Birdman. And yeah, and that was really cool too. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Right. Sisterhood number 5. This was a good wrap up. Did not end the way that I expected it to, but a really cool ending.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Very cool ending.
Rocket Fellers 11. Been digging this book a lot too.
Me too.
Hornsby and Halo 13. Another good one. And then we're getting a new Ghost Machine book sometime this year.
Nice.
What'd you say?
What's the name of it?
Let's say like the million. Was it the $1 Trillion Kid?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one that they've been advertising.
Okay.
It doesn't say who the creative team is or anything other than Ghost Machine. So I don't know if it's a standalone thing or if it ties in any of these other ones, but I mean, all the Ghost Machine stuff's been so good that.
Yeah, I'll get it without knowing anything about it. Yep.
Yeah, the Blue Falcon one looks cool. I missed the first couple issues, and then it was like, am I gonna,
The Blue Falcon book has had some really cool covers too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Radiant Black 39. Speaking of cool covers.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man Blue. I haven't read Spider-Man Blue. I don't think.
Spider-Man Blue. It's Loeb and it's Sale, and I loved it.
Yeah, it's definitely good, but that's an older one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know that was one. Maybe I read. I don't think I've read it because Gwen Stacy was in that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was very, very, it was very heartfelt. Very had a somberness to it. It was really good.
The last, or one of the last ones for my independence, which I've been digging this series, The Lucky Devils number 6.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I haven't read this issue yet, but I've been digging that series. And I have a blind bag I've been sitting on for a couple of weeks waiting to open for the Mark Spears.
I couldn't wait. I opened mine already.
Yeah, I opened mine. I had 3. I opened them.
Well, I only got 1, but there are still copies that are on the shelf at our shop. So,
and these are blind bags done right, I believe. I think you're getting a great variety of covers, and you're getting.
And they're all blind bags, like Dan said before. It's not like there's the A cover.
I like how Spears does it. It's, you're not having to choose. If you're, am I going to get the blind bag? Am I going to get something off the shelf? It's like, look, they're all blind bags. You get one, and you might get a cover you don't like, but what is it, $5.99? It's not some of these blind bags. Which one? What wasn't the DCKO one like $10 or something?
Yeah, that was $9.99, I think.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. It's just the normal cover price, and maybe you get like a super rare one. Should have cut this a little bit. This one's kind of tight. I get it.
Junkyard Joe. I don't think I've heard of that one.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's part of the
Ghost Machine.
book. Yeah,
Was
that was the second Ghost Machine book.
Oh, okay. All right.
Good.
After Geiger.
Yeah, it's good. It's about this robot in the Vietnam War that gets put with this unit, and basically only one guy survives. And then later on, that after this guy gets out of the military, he starts doing this comic strip that runs for years. It gets really popular. That's kind of a tongue-in-cheek thing about a robot being in the military. And then years later, when he's an old man, this robot comes and finds him, and the government's after it and all. It's good. All right, so blind bag, I got. Oh, that's a cool cover.
Oh, nice.
Nice, good cover.
That is.
Creature.
The Black Lagoon. I don't know. Let's see. This says this is.
It's not a ratio. It's a regular.
Yeah, this is A20. So here's all the covers that you could get. So that one is
nice.
There.
So yeah, whatever. It's not a ratio, but
it's still a cool cover.
I mean, if I had gotten like a really rare ratio, like, hey, it'd be cool that I can sell it, get some money, and buy another copy. But this is a cool cover, and got to set this to the side because I've been looking forward to reading this. Because unlike Sal, I have the patience to wait.
I do not have any patience.
All right, and then just move on to my Marvel stuff. This is the only other book I got that I haven't read so far. The Red Band Punisher, #4. But I've been digging it so far, and I am super happy that Marvel is finally bringing back the Punisher in the right way, and not, making him some kind of spiritual warlord or something.
Or cosmic or something.
Yeah. So, and then for Marvel stuff, I got the Undead Iron Fist #4. Story's been good. Artwork has been kind of, it's not great. But this is the last issue of the series, and it kind of leaves it open for, them to do something else with it later. But I know Jamie will be excited because his favorite character is getting his own book.
There you go.
So I'm sure he'll
probably get all the variants too,
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be very excited to pick that up. The World to Come #5. I don't know how many issues this is running, but I feel like it's coming to an end soon. I have to check. I think this has been okay. The story has been good, but it like jumps back and forth so much in time between 5 years before the World to Come, 1 year before the World to Come, 3 years before the world. Like, it jumps back and forth so much that it gets a little confusing to follow at times.
Yeah.
But overall, it's been an interesting read. The artwork in it's been great. This has been good. The Predator Kills the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, that's been good.
So I think there's one more issue of this. Oh no!
Yes.
Okay, this was the last issue.
Oh, this is the last one? I haven't read it yet. So.
Yeah, this is the last one, but then it also has like an open-ended thing where it kind of leaves it open that they could return to it if they want.
Of course.
Uh-oh, here's trouble.
Hey, Chris.
Hey,
What's up, Chris?
What's up, buddy? Mike and I went and hung out with him on Friday.
Yeah, thank you for waking up from your nap to join us tonight.
Yes.
That was my fault. I forgot to text him. So that's on me.
1776 too. It's it's okay. The artwork in it's decent. The storyline. It's Morgan Le Fay is screwing around with history, and and they get some superheroes to travel back in time to help the U.S. fight the Revolutionary War. But the first issue and this issue has Invisible Woman and Cyclops on the cover, and they're not in the book. So I don't know, if you're going to put characters on the cover to like sell it, why are you picking those two, wouldn't it be like Wolverine or or Deadpool or like super popular ones?
They're in the book. She's just using an invisible force shield that you can't see them.
Maybe the Wolverine by Claremont and Miller. I mean, I haven't read the deluxe edition, but the miniseries is a must read if you're a Wolverine fan.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, the Predator crossover books have been cool. I didn't realize that they all, because they did Wolverine and then Black Panther and then Spider-Man and then this one, and I didn't realize that they were all tying into each other. Planet She-Hulk #2. This has been 2 issues in, but it's been fun. Daredevil and Punisher #2. Again, just digging good Punisher stuff, and they always interact well with each other. And this, I get, this takes place around the time of the Welcome Back Frank storyline. Moon Knight #15.
Nice cover.
Yeah,
that's a great cover.
And I guess this is the last issue of this, and they're relaunching it again as Mark Spector Moon Knight #1. Could have been done as an art. Yeah. I don't know why they just keep relaunching this. This will be like the second or third time it's been relaunched since since McKay took it over, and it's still him. So I don't know.
I know it's just ridiculous.
Remember back in the day when they would, if they slightly altered the title of a book, it just kept going on. Like, oh, it's the Avengers, and now it's the Mighty Avengers, and it's they didn't have to like cancel the book and restart it.
Yep.
It depends on which one because Better Ray Bills had 2 miniseries, right?
Yes.
The last one was pretty good. It had some crazy stuff in it, but I enjoyed it. This one I like, Alien versus Captain America.
That's a good book.
Yeah, I dug it. So I'm interested to see if
the body count.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if this is something like the Predator one, where after this miniseries, then it'll be like Alien and another character, then lead into something else. There wasn't a new Better Ray Bill run. There was a miniseries about a year or 2 ago. It was, I want to say, a 4 or 5 issue miniseries.
Let's see if I can find that.
8 more Sandman Mystery Theater thought. That's another book, man. Like the story was so good and the art was so bad.
I know. We were just talking about that with Chris the other day. Just God, it's awful.
So the story's so good in it, man. Just
Beta Ray Bill had a 21 issue series in 2021.
Did he? I don't remember it. I didn't remember him having.
Oh, excuse me, 5. I saw
5. Okay, I was gonna say. I remember a few years ago.
I was looking at all the variants.
Okay. And then the book that's got everybody talking right now for the wrong reasons, the Ultimate Endgame #1.
Yep.
I did read this. I was not blown away by the first issue of it, so we'll see how it goes. But I also put in to get the sketch cover variant, which I have actually already started working on. So
there you go.
Take it out of the bag. So I didn't realize it was going to be such a small space to work on, but that's what I've started with.
Nice.
Like
Hold on. A little bit tilt it.
There you go.
There you go. That's better.
So this was actually kind of the idea I had for the Ultimate Spider-Man issue. I don't know, whatever issue they did a sketch cover for, like issue 1, issue 2, and the way that they had advertised it, like in the picture, it had the logo on the side. I was like, oh, I'll do something like this. And then when I got it, the logo was standard across the top. So when I got this, I was like, oh, cool, I can do that idea I had. And then I also, for that, got which me and Gary talked about a little bit in the pre-show, the blind bags. I got 2 of them. I only bought them because I had reserved them, and I didn't want to stick the store with, even though I didn't want to stick them with not getting in them, even though Obed, the guy that was at the shop when I got them says like, you don't have to, they'll sell. But I was like, no,
They still had a stack. They still
I
had a
put 'em
stack when I
in.
went there on Friday.
Yeah, because he said, I don't know if he told you this. He said he was telling me that every time people were buying them, they were saying, look, there's a high chance they're damaged. All these books people have been complaining about that they've been damaged. So I'm sure they'll have spine ticks or something. As of Wednesday, when I picked them up, he said that Marvel hadn't given them any indication of a return policy for it, which I think is a mistake on Marvel's part because apparently they're all jacked up.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be cool. I do like the makers. Yeah, he's an interesting character. We'll see what they do with it. And yeah, Chris is right too. They also, every time they got a new creative team on a book back in the day, they didn't have to cancel it and restart it again.
They did not.
Which is so annoying.
It's just all about getting the number ones because when everybody buy the damn number ones.
Yeah. But see, I think it's a mistake because like people, excuse me, the shops will say, oh, they'll get an uptake on people buying issue ones. But there's like a precipitous drop after that. And, where the companies look at it as, oh, we're giving new readers a jumping on point. Yeah, but you're giving old readers a jumping off point too.
Yeah, so, that's true.
They might look at it and say, hey, you know what? I've got this volume complete. I'm not going to start another one. I don't like this new creative team. I haven't dug the book, whatever various reasons, you're giving them a point to just say, hey, this is a natural conclusion for it. I'm just not going to get it anymore. But anyways, yeah. So anyone that doesn't know, I guess not all of them, but for the most part, the Ultimate Endgame blind bags have all come in damaged. Lots of spine ticks on them. Nobody seems to know what the actual reason is. I would guess that it's the way they were packaged, but I don't know. But I put in to get 2 of them, which I don't even know why I did because normally I'll just get 1. But I got them, so we will open these up and see
what you got. They still had a stack of them down at the shop. I did not pick up any of them. I'll if they have some next week, I'll pick up some.
Well, just know that, like Ovid said, that they're probably damaged.
Yeah.
I saw one guy complaining online. He was saying, "Oh, my shop, we just send them all back," and I was like, okay, well, at least at my shop they said Marvel hadn't said anything about any kind of return policy for it. So, right. Yeah, exactly. Avengers Volume 175. But I told the guys like that's a lot of money for a shop to eat. For something that's no fault of their own. I said, I think the way my shop was doing it, I think is right to just tell everybody, hey, look, this is what the issue is. They're probably going to have this damage. It's up to you if you still want to buy it or not. So out of the 2 of them, I got, is this the, I guess this is it. Yeah, there's some spine ticks in it, but they're not color breaking. So I guess I could get them pressed out if I really cared about it. So I got this cover. I don't know if this is a ratio or not. I don't know. I have to look them up. But it's a decent cover. I don't know who did this one. Yeah, there's no guide thing for it. So after I'm done, I'll look them up and I'll let you know which ones are the ratios if I got any. I know Zdarsky did that Spider-Man one that's a ratio, which was cool looking. But
so the one you got is a Sanford Green wraparound variant. The E cover.
It's what cover?
The E cover.
All right, so not a ratio one?
Not that I can tell.
All right, and then the other one I got is the Dan Panosian. I recognize Panosian art.
Yeah. I like that cover, yeah.
Yeah, that's a looking one. And yeah, again, there's some spine ticks on it. They're not major, and it's a tiny bit of a You can see it here. I don't know if it'll show it on camera. It's a tiny little color break there, but the rest of them aren't. So I've seen pictures of them. I've seen some that are a lot worse than this. So yeah, you know. What about this one? Is this a ratio or just a regular?
Regular cover. It's the
Regular?
F cover, actually.
Okay, well this one's cool. He draws a pretty good Spider-Man. So yeah, whatever. I got two of them.
So we got a Scotty Young incentive black and white virgin variant, which is a 1 in 100. And then there is a Ryan Stegman incentive variant at a 1 in 25. And then we got a Alexander Lozano incentive variant, 1 in 50. Ooh, wow. There's a Chip Sardisky one that's 1 in 1,000. Jeez.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Wow.
That's actually pretty good looking.
Yeah.
See, the funny thing is, since they're all jacked up, that if you see one that's like CGC graded high, then you absolutely know that that it got a press on it. Yeah, like so that, you know, honestly, you know, I mean, it's not like I'm going to send this off to get graded. Plus, it's not a ratio, anyways, and this cover is actually pretty cool. So I'd keep this one. You know, I don't really need 3 copies of the book, so you know, this one, you know, it's okay. I'm not in love with this cover, so you know, I'll probably put this in the sell/trade/giveaway pile and keep this one. And you know, I guess I'll probably keep the A cover, maybe not, I don't know, but yeah, whatever. They still, like you said, they still got some at the shop, I guess. Where's the black photorealistic?
Oh God. Is that in black and white?
Wow.
Yeah, while he's doing it, he's saying, "I'm the king." So
Stan is not the man.
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I know they still got some of the Mark Spears ones at the shop. Maybe if they got some of these sitting there, and it's a light week next week, maybe I'll pick up another 1 or 2 just for shits and giggles. And they got some of the DCKO ones there I saw, but it's $10. I'm not really, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not spending $10 on it. So that's I take it back. I do have one more new thing I had set off to the side because it's the Kickstarter. So I backed this book, and it just came in about a week or 2 ago, called The Last Abraxan. Is a standalone book. This is pretty much a love letter to 1970s Marvel, late 1970s, early 1980s Marvel, still with like, you know, that, you know, he said he named it Margood, you know, for Martin Goodman, and that Margood was actually the name of a shell company that Martin Goodman had. You know, see, he's got the little Cosmic Code Authority. You know, he was saying, the guy that did this, that he was very influenced by Jim Starlin's Warlock, and you know, kind of by Star Wars and stuff. But the really cool thing is this issue, it's just packed full of Easter eggs, you know, throughout the story, throughout like the fake ads in it and all this, for old school comics, for old Marvel stuff. Like, you know, you see the the back with like the, you know, the fake ads, you know, that looks like the ads that they used to have in you know, advertised stuff in comics. And what is really cool is the book is actually printed on the old newsprint, the cheap newsprint paper that they used to print comics on. And let's see if I can find an example of, there's like the color bleed stuff on here, like you would see on old, you know, on old comics, where, you know, the color bleed would kind of like come off the side of the character's face a little, or stuff like that. But it's done in this, you know, or like, you know, the black ink on one page would kind of rub off on the page before it. But he said, but he did it intentionally because he wanted to have that feel of like the old You see like the old Marvel, comics at the time. I said, and just the ads, where the stuff that you would see in there, I just thought that was super cool.
Yeah.
The villain in it is President Noxon, who you can pretty easily who that character is based on.
That's funny,
especially since it's just Nixon spelled backwards. But there's so many little references and stuff for characters in here that they have the characters where you could, where you used to be able to, you had the ads for like the Mego dolls and stuff, and he has the like the web shooter gun, like when they were originally designing Spider-Man, how Spidey was going to have something like that. And I just, the attention to detail with all of these things is cool. And the Spider-Man knock off the Iraq Kid, which is kind of similar to what the original Spider-Man design was, the Captain America knockoff. Just super cool with that. And where's the even down to, they had like where they used to have the hostess ads, he had a fake one like that in here.
Nice.
And yeah, I loved it. It's really fun. He did it as a Kickstarter, but I'll put it here in the yeah, it was. It's super cool, and you could definitely see the Jim Starlin influence that he had in there. I'll put his website here in the chat. It's because he said he had, they're not listed up here on the website yet, but he said he had more copies that he was gonna, that he had extra ones from the campaign that he was gonna sell on there, and there's like variant covers you can get where it was like color mistakes on it and stuff like that. But then it was super cool. And then the extras that it came with is it came with these two prints, which I gotta get some frames for so I can hang them up.
Nice.
And it came with this, which anybody that's an old school Marvel fan will recognize these designs.
Yeah.
From the old Marvel handbook.
Yep.
So it's got like the character files for some of the characters in it. And then that folds out into this poster.
Cool.
And then it also had all these extra little goodies. So, sticker. Who doesn't love stickers? Another sticker. A bookmark.
That's awesome. I like that.
Another sticker. This is the kind of this thing is a sticker of like the kind of MacGuffin thing from there, from the story. Another sticker.
Holy goodness on that one.
Another one.
Nice.
The approved by the Cosmic Code Authority. The still only 35 cents. So yeah, I really dug this issue. I recommend anybody that's interested. I highly recommend going and checking out the guy's website, and when he puts them up for sale there, to get one. Like I said, super fun book, and if you're, that was the era of Marvel that I started reading like the back issues of. So, I like picking up all that little stuff, and even like the, some of the other creator names that he mentions in there, like he uses the pen names that Joe Simon and Jack Kirby and Al Milgrom and all these guys had.
Okay.
Hey, hey, you're here now.
There you go. Happy New Year.
The staples might be vintage. So yeah, that's it for my new stuff. I have rambled on long enough.
All right. Gary, you want to go next?
Sure.
All right. There you go. Oh, there you are.
All right. Well, let's start with some Marvel. Let's start with trade paperback. Avengers West Coast.
Oh,
This is
there you go.
volume 2. It went 10 issues, so it's 6 through 10. So, I was happy that Wonder Man finally made an appearance in there. And I have read all of the new books, so I'm caught up, which is great.
Wish that one would have lasted longer.
Revelation finale. So, it's okay. It was all right, I guess. Punisher. I like that they brought Punisher back, and Microchip is back too, so I enjoy that.
Nice.
Ultimate Endgame, big meh. Yeah, I'm with you, Chris. X Avengers. This is one of the titles that I was getting that I enjoyed on this little, Revelation offshoot. Here's another alternate cover. I'm a sucker for Cannonball, so got that. Spidey. I know, Chris. I'm pretty. Thank you.
What's the countdown now on
For
Spidey?
To Mary Jane. To he's banging Mary Jane again.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is Spidey 18. This is 982. 18 issues till he's in the sack with Mary Jane again. All right. Great alternate Vermejo cover.
Oh, that is.
Yeah, that is nice.
Mm-hmm. Had to get that. Love this book. High body count.
Mm-hmm.
Dig it. Very high body count. Daredevil, Punisher, Black Cat, Adam Hughes, Cleavage. Can't go wrong.
I almost picked that book up just for the cover, and there's one coming out, a cover coming out in like a month or two that's got her and Mary Jane on the cover and like pulling on Venom's tongue and this look that's on Mary Jane's face. I'm like, I already reserved. I was like, I got to get that cover.
Yeah, that's what they do with these great cover artists. Spider-Man Torn. So I've enjoyed that. It's tales from when he was in college still. The Will of Doom. I enjoyed this one shot. Like that. So I thought it was a good tie into the last Doom miniseries. Also got 1776. It's okay. It's kind of fun. It's kind of silly, but it's all right.
Not groundbreaking, but it's not.
No.
It's not a waste of time reading it.
Not offensive.
Yeah.
Thor. Thor's been meh lately. The regular Avengers title it's okay, but I'm not loving it. But all right.
I guess they're getting ready to end it, and then they're going to have that big Armageddon crossover during the summer, and then they're going to relaunch it again.
And the next issue will be 800.
Yeah.
So, and here's a Valley Forge cover. This could have been almost the 1776, cover.
Yeah.
All right. Book of Revelation. Yeah. The Last Wolverine. I did enjoy this title with Leonard. I like Leonard.
Yeah.
Wendigo. All right. So that's it. That's 3 weeks worth of Marvels. So now let's go to some independents. I bought the first issue of this because the cover was so cool. Didn't get the others because I figured I'd get the trade, but I got the trade now. Pale Knight, and that's such a
cool cover.
Cool cover.
Yeah.
So the
Loss.
Yeah, the art on this is pretty good. So I'm looking forward to reading Pale Knight. So I did like that first issue I got. I was just gonna, like I said, it just made more sense for me to wait to get the trade, but I got the first one cover was so good. Geiger Volume 4. So even though I'm getting all the single issues, I'm still getting the
trade.
The trades. Yep.
Such a good
Sisterhood wrapped up pretty viciously. I just got Chris his copy of Sisterhood, so I wonder if he liked how that ended. If he's read it yet. Fire and Ice, Necron, it's okay. It's a spin-off of the Fire and Ice series right now.
It's a cool cover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I love this. Creep Show, You know,
Mm.
the ghoul has got his popcorn while he's watching a Exorcist, you know, in real life. So I think that's great. You know, that's a very interesting show for him. He likes that. Skinbreaker 3, like Dan said, it's good art on it. Really great. All right. Voyeur. I've enjoyed that. Little saucy action, but I like it.
Oh.
Interesting story. So if you like to watch, there you go. So Hello Darkness, great Santa cover, and a great homage cover.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
House of Mystery. What number was that?
No, not a House of Mystery.
No, House of Mystery?
There was a
Chamber of
Chamber of
Chills.
Chills.
Chamber of Chills.
Mm-hmm. So not a, you know, so not even a DC book. It was different. You know, it was one of the independents.
But then gained, I think, more notoriety for people because the band The Misfits used it for
Right.
a CD cover and a T-shirt, and you know, I know, you know, for me, that's what I knew the image as, and then when I was like, oh, it's a comic cover too.
Yep, absolutely. I saw Santa. So this came about 3 weeks ago, and this is an image book, and it is really, really twisted. There's a serial killer. Santa goes into a house and he gets this.
Oh gosh. Jeez.
There you go. They're headless and they have boxes on their lap. What do you think's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box?
So that's part one. Part two may have one of the most disturbing. I mean, I read this as I was laying in bed, and I had to read something else after. So disturbing. The trap that this sick piece of crap lays for Santa. You know, poor reindeer. That's all I can say.
Oh gosh.
Poor reindeer. A roof with razor wire on it.
Oh god.
It just not good. So Rockefellers, and it wrapped up. Those 2 issues wrap it up, but I think I was scarred. You know? I think I've been scarred. Hornsby and Halo. One of the Elvira alternate covers, Linzer.
Oh, that's a cool cover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Another one.
Yeah. Gee, I wonder why you picked that one up.
Yeah, I don't know. Boobs akimbo. Yeah.
I actually like that Elvira had the line of dialogue in it where she referenced Wally Wood. What did she say? Like, your Wally Woods are as big as mine.
Yes, exactly. That's what I say. There's some great one-liners in there.
Yeah.
Something about I think didn't Harley say something like she wouldn't mind being smothered while motorboating or something?
Yeah, something.
Margaret's like, I can hear you.
Hey, Harley's like, I know.
I know.
Oh, it's a great cover.
Dick Tracy, yeah. I've enjoyed that book. Who doesn't love some Dick, right? All right. Space Ghost. There you go.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me want to go. Reading that book makes me want to go back and watch the old cartoon and see like how many of these characters are from the cartoon and how many of them are something that's been created like for the book.
Yep. Catacomb of Torment.
Oh, that's a picture of Sonny outside of Toys R Us.
Yeah, with the axe.
There you go. That's the B cover.
Yep.
So he's like here, you know, people are walking by, nothing to see here. He's already pushed this chick off, and she's hanging for her life. It's just so wrong. So wrong. All right, so I happen to get 3. Oh, Hell's Half Acre. This is meh. You know, I got the first couple issues. I think this has been delayed a while, and this one came out, so I hardly remember anything from the first 2. So I got 3 of the blind bags on this. So you know, the price isn't bad on these, so I took a chance on 3 of them, and I got this cover.
Oh, that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yep. And I got
Get to the chopper.
I need you clothes.
This cover.
Your motorcycle. Yeah, that's a cool one.
And then I did get one foil cover.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Did you look, are any of those the ratio ones? Or?
The foil one, maybe.
Yeah.
And then this was from an earlier one. So this was like number 8, I think. I think this is number 8. But issue 4, I think, had an alternate cover, and I finally got it that I really wanted.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
now,
nice.
Does this cover ring a bell for anybody?
Yeah, I don't remember what the original book was, but I do remember the Witching
There you go, Witching Hour.
So when I saw this Spears cover, because Ken had one, I think, as a matter of fact, he had a foil one, but I was like, I have to have that cover, and he really recreated this nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the woman's down to her white dress, the kid's, the color of his outfit, with the kid, the toys, just really, really great. And, never kill a Santa Claus, and the other was never fear a Santa Claus. Okay, Mark, it's time to meet him. Okay, kids, it's time to meet him. So I just great job. And I love that Mark Spears, loves his history. So.
Oh, he does so many homage covers. I love all the
like
the old horror movie posters ones that he does.
So, but good for Spears, and let's give credit that this is a Nick Cardy classic. So give some credit to the man Nick Cardy.
And I like the way that the way Mark Spears does his monsters in the books. That he makes them all look like they did in the Monster Squad.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Okay. Yes, he sure does. Wolfman's got nards. And Chris, I'm gonna. There you go. I like that. And what was he tracing, Chris? Yeah. And Chris, we got a gift from Chris that'll show up at the end of this. All right, I got this Swamp Thing deluxe version. Len Wein, Kelly Jones, deluxe edition. Had a couple of their miniseries in it, and this deluxe edition also has some pencil work, some rough draft work of what was going to be called Swamp Thing Deja Vu in '89, I believe, and it was going to be Bernie Wrightson and Len Wein reprising the character.
Nice.
And when Bernie couldn't do it, Len was going to go ahead with Kelly Jones doing it, but DC had decided that that it needed to be Bernie doing it, and they just let it sit. So these are the first. I've never seen these pencils before.
Oh wow!
Oh man.
This work. So for me, loving Bernie as much as I do, that was I had to get to. I would have got the deluxe book just for those. So, but these other great stories are in here. It's got the Blood Moon and the Dead Don't Sleep, which were 2 minis that they did, and it has the Convergence Swamp Thing 1 and 2, and it's got a story from the Swamp Thing Winter Special that Len Wein did, and then it also has 2 Never Before Swamp Thing collected works of Kelly Jones, and that was Swamp Thing 94 and 100, and also the Batman 521 and 2022 that Kelly Jones did. So good stuff. I'm glad I have them in a nice, beautiful volume like that. So it made getting it very very special. So now we'll go through, and speaking of Swamp Thing, and we'll get to that. I'm gonna flip it up this way. Also got the Aquaman trade that collects the first handful of issues, and
of the current series.
Yeah, this I showed this before, but I saw Ma Hunkel Kissing Santa Claus. This was a really good book, and the first story that dealt with the JSA and Ma Hunkel was just fantastic. Chris will attest to that. Red Hood and Joker. Here's one of the alternate covers. So like that.
Nice.
Here's another one, the Bermejo.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's gotta be one of Jamie's favorite, I bet you.
Yeah. And here's the A cover. Looks like ass.
Yeah.
I haven't liked any of the
either have I.
those A covers for those.
Okay, so there's Flash Green, and that was good. I enjoyed this, and it is so much like a video game, and it's fun, and I'm enjoying it. Lex
I think
Luthor-
they might have already spoiled it though with what they announced that they're doing with Guy Gardner coming up.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit. I think I don't know. There was something I read in one of the books gave me a clue that I think it might even be Aquaman is the final one standing. We'll see. Justice League Unlimited. Again, really cool book.
Yeah.
Like it. I love the time displaced GLA. Here's an alternate cover.
Oh, that's
pretty
cool. Is that glow in the dark?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So it's alternate glow in the dark cover.
You overloaded your internet?
No. There you go.
Chris. Oh, there you go.
Nice. All right,
What else?
Richard, have a safe flight home.
Okay.
Yes. Yep.
All right. See you,
Safe
buddy.
flight, Richard.
He
What
was
else?
doing. Chris was doing some tracing, and
Yeah.
he got Here's an alternate cover for
Oh, that's
GLA
nice.
Kong. Black Manta, Aquaman on it. So I had to get that, of course. All right, Justice League Red.
Mhm.
So kind of fun. Power Girl cover. Sure, I'm gonna have to get it.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. This is just such an oddball book, but I do dig that cover. Yeah, safe flights, Richard. Yep, it is a great Mulhunkle story. Catwoman, Dance with
Oh,
the
that's
Devil. Mm-hmm. There you go. There's some Guy Gardner action on Superman Unlimited. Yeah, so yeah, guy in there.
He's such a dick.
Yeah, Nightwing.
Oh man, that's a cool cover. Nightwing always has good covers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got Martian Manhunter in there too. So it was an interesting story. Absolute Flash. World's Finest.
Nice.
Wonder Woman. I've liked this story, the Mouse Man story. Detective.
I love those covers.
Yep, covers are great. Absolute Superman. The Green Lantern. This was a great story.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Great character development on that.
Mm-hmm.
Interactions between Batman and Green Lantern. Martian Manhunter. I have no idea what's going on in this. I'm just no idea. The art is just too out there for me. Harley Quinn. Here's another one I'm getting because I have every damn issue. This, the story's just. I'm just looking through it as quick as I can. I'm not enjoying it. I am digging this book. I really do like this Trinity book a lot. So, Trinity, daughter of Wonder Woman. I really do, and I think this finished it for right now. Yeah. So it's just just fantastic. So I really like it. Green Arrow, last issue of that is really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Absolute Wonder Woman with Batman. I did enjoy the crossover, and here's an alternate cover I thought was pretty cool.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. So I got that. All right, DCKO again. This cover's fun. So.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. As Dan showed, this cover's great.
And like I said, that took some real writing gymnastics to make that last a whole issue because Zatanna would just be like, just look at her and say backwards something, like turn into smoke or head explode or something.
And these A covers just so bad. So bad. All right, and we have the they got me for a bunch of covers here. So the Cyborg Swamp Thing, it's Titans. There's that cover. There's one of the others. Guy Gardner, the human butt plug. There you go. There's another Cyborg and Swamp Thing.
See, really, after reading that one, it made me want to read Guy Gardner interacting with more JSA members.
There you go.
Oh, is that Mark Spears?
Yep. Yeah.
Sure was. So
Titans book.
that was the Titans KO crossover, the Cyborg Swamp Thing fight. And from Chris, a book I started to read today, but then the football game came on and I had to deviate. But I enjoyed what I read so far. Injustice Year Zero. Evidently, this was a digital book or digital comic that was only collected, in this edition. And and it deals with the JSA, and so I'm really looking forward to having that. Here's it's great JSA.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. So, and a Wildcat Batman fight in it. It was kind of fun, So,
and those are the one from all the books that were based on the video game, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, from the video game series. So anyway, thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. Like I said, I started reading it. Ball game got in the way, but I look forward to finishing that. So hopefully that will happen very soon. So that is it for my recent acquisitions.
All right. I guess I will go next then. Bat and clean up. There we are. Hi guys. All right. So
Yeah, hi.
hi. So what's the number one thing that sells?
Monkeys, baby.
Monkeys.
Gorillas.
Got that. Got that. I also got the Green Arrow last issue. Like you guys said, good story, good ending. Stupid to end, but it was the best ending they could do for it.
I just hope that they that they do something with him soon and don't just have him just kind of like, oh, he'll appear every 6 or 7 issues in the background of Justice League, and that'll be that.
Right. So Detective 1104. Gotta agree with Dan. I like the colors that pop on the cover. They're just really good.
For keeping for the Codex Award stuff, for keeping track, throughout the year, I saw that cover and I was like, oh, I'm going to add that as like an early beginning of the year contender for cover of the year. And I went, oh, wait, that came out the last week of 2025, not this week. So it doesn't count.
So Green Lantern number 30, I got the B cover to that.
Oh, that's cool. Is that Dodson or?
Yeah, Dodson.
That's Dodson. Yep. Okay. Yep. Good stuff on that. All right. So let's go ahead and then jump right to Independent. I'll go with Event Horizon. And I got it out of the bag because I got to show you this one splash page at the end, which is just freaking insane. Look at this. Oops. There we go.
Wow.
Is that
nice?
And that's not even the most disturbing artwork that's been in the series.
I know, but the art's been amazing in this.
Yes.
And it's just it as disturbing the movie was, the comic is just as disturbing, and it is awesome. So
yeah, if you're a fan of the movie or you're a fan of like really like dark, disturbed horror, then you got to get this book. It's so good.
Yeah. Yep. All right, Lucky Devils number 6. And then we're gonna jump down to my Marvel stuff. I picked up Sorcerer Supreme number 1, Scarlet Witch one.
I almost got that.
I have not read that yet, but I'll definitely check it out probably tomorrow. I picked up Punisher, the Red Band one, of course.
Nice.
I got the Predator Kills the Marvel Universe 5. This has been good. I'm enjoying that story. I also got the X-Men Age of Revelation finale. Meh, that's all I can say about it because I cannot keep up with it. I have the Expatriate X-Men number 3.
So is this something that like all of this storyline was happening like current day? Or was this something that like happened and kind of was in the future, and now that things are going to have to like go
it was
time to do something? Like, how does that work?
It was wasn't it because of the Age of Apocalypse? They kind of based it from that and said that was the actual timeline, and it was reverting back to that type situation. Confusing as hell. That's the best way I could describe it. I think that's the way it was, but. Yeah, I got so lost in it that I mean, the finale one, I was just like, I was pushing myself through it. and so I can't really comment too much on that.
So it's an alternate reality then.
Yeah, alternate
And then
reality.
they have to do something to prevent that reality from happening.
Right.
Yeah.
Or it's going to flip back to the original.
Oh, okay.
And it was in the future.
Yes,
Okay.
it was in the future. All right, so Amazing Spider-Man number 18 is the variant cover I picked up for my daughter.
That is
She
cute.
is a Stitch
Nice.
fan.
Mm-hmm.
But I also have the 8 cover right there. Also, I am not a fan of Norman Osborn as Spider-Man crap. That's just pissing me off. All right, so on to my Mark Spears covers because I'm impatient. I already opened them and checked them out. I got
Did
this
you
one.
do a video on it too?
Like
I
that.
did, but I didn't post it, so I got that one. I got the one that Gary got as well.
Mm-hmm.
I got this one with
Oh, I like that one a lot.
Wait, go back to the other one.
This one right here.
That's what somebody looks like who comes out of the bathroom after Chris has used it.
There you go.
No, I was going to say that is Chris after he comes out of the bathroom. So yep, got the foil with the mask.
Nice.
And then I had my one foil was this one right here. It's kind of hard to see.
Okay.
So those are my books for new stuff. Then of course I've got my holder back issue stuff, but we'll flip around to that. So Dan, you ready to show up here back issues and stuff?
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
So this is the Christmas stuff I got. I'll start off with the comic related stuff and then do the books. There's a little stocking stuff for my wife. Got me one of those the little bags with the little keychains things that you open up, and I got this little Iron Man guy.
Nice.
And my daughter got me a Batman tie.
Oh,
That's
nice.
cool.
There you go.
And she got me a Batman cooking apron.
I've got the GL one. We should have a grill off.
Yeah. And some Spider-Man hand towels.
Nice. Christmassy too.
Yeah, my daughter got these for her. So every year my dad will, a week or two before Christmas, my dad will pick Emily up from school one day, and then they'll go Christmas shopping, and he'll let her pick out, whatever it is she wants to get for people, as long as she doesn't pick out anything ridiculously expensive. And she also, you'll be seeing this a lot coming up, she got me this
nice
water bottle.
That's cool.
And yep, and that's the comic related stuff. Now for the actual comic stuff, I got this from Sal. Was not expecting this. Avengers 52.
Good book.
Yep.
Reaper.
Yep. Like I said, it fits your collection better than mine, so you're welcome.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. This was one that I needed, and
Great cover.
Now, yeah, it is. Other than the other than the rainbow explosion on the costume, the artwork and the design is really cool. These next two I actually didn't get for Christmas. I just ordered them myself from Barry Kitson, who, if you through his art page, you can message him, or message his wife Caitlin, who, come to find out, actually grew up in Rockville. And I told her, I was like, oh, if you ever get homesick, let me know. I'll send you some Old Bay. Yeah, it is. It's an important one too. So you can get books, from him that he has, whatever issues he has laying around, and he'll do remarks on them. So I got this Supergirl and the Legion of Superheroes 23 that he did this Supergirl remark.
Nice.
Beautiful.
And I guess these are all the comp books he has, but this was an alternate cover. I think this alternate cover goes for like $50 or $60.
Wow.
And getting it from him, they just charge like, for the books, they just charge like $10, and then it was like 20 for the
wow.
I think for the remark.
That's good.
Yeah, the shipping is what gets it, because he's in England. So but yeah, that's great cover, and I already have all the issues of this series, but I didn't have this cover. I had the A cover for it. So.
Yeah, I still don't have that cover, and that cover is harder to find than the others. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, email them. They'll
Yeah.
do a remark on it and send it to you. And
Nice.
Because they had put something up about a month ago, like, hey, I guess some Spider-Man cover he recently did, and like, hey, we got a stack of these if you want remarks on them. And I was like, well, I'm not really interested in that, but I messaged, said, do you have any other books that he, and they said, what do you look for? I was like, oh, well, if you got Legion of Superheroes or Avengers or Empire. I listed like a bunch of books he'd done that I liked, and then she got back to me and said, oh yeah, here's what we have, and it was a bunch of different Legion books and this, and so I got that one, and then I also got his sketchbook that he did this Joker remark on.
Oh, nice. Cool.
That's the remark he did. And on this one, when she, like, I asked for Supergirl on this one because she's the only one on the cover, but on this one she asked, she's like, oh, well, who do you want him to do a remark of? And I said, whatever he'd have the most fun drawing.
Yeah, I have a Spectre original drawing that he did, and he colored and everything. It's just amazing.
Oh yeah, that one's fantastic. Didn't he did a watercolor on that, right?
Yeah, and he's pointing at.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, that one's fantastic. So I just said, just do whatever he's have the most fun drawing. So I think he did something pretty good. And this art book is, if you follow him on Facebook, on his art page at the beginning of every month, they put up a list, and it runs for like the 1st through the 5th of the month, and everybody could put 2 suggestions on there for characters, and they have rules for it. Like, you can't put anything super detailed. Basically, just you could like say Superman or Superman flying, but you can't suggest like a really detailed specific thing that he'd be doing. It's and then every day during that month he'll like randomly pick one of the suggestions, and he'll do that as his warm-up drawing for the day, and then they'll offer him for sale for anyone on there. They'll offer it to the person that suggested it, and then if they don't want it, then they'll just put it up for anyone. So this sketchbook is just full of the different suggestions that of stuff that people have put in that he's done. So it's just
love Calvin and Hobbes too.
Show a few random pages on here, and he look at this, Zatanna.
That's nice. Tessa would like that picture too.
Yeah, so he but you could see it's more, he does like different kind of experiments with different styles and stuff on on these, and it's Gary will like,
oh yeah,
there you go.
Dawnstar, yeah,
and
Dead Man.
So I highly recommend following his art page, because he does interact with people on there a lot too, and is always posting this stuff for everyone to see. So, and he's just, if he's not the nicest guy in comics, he's one of them.
Cool.
And then Kate got me some comics, so some stuff for my Avengers run. Avengers 111,
nice,
113, 116, 118, and Annual 22, which I bought this when it came out, so I don't know what happened to my copy of it. And a Black Knight centric story. The only thing that it's a little annoying is the one she got. All of these came polybagged with the Marvel annuals that year. Each one introduced a new character, and I don't think any of the characters have actually stuck around long term, but they have like a little trading card for each one in there. And this doesn't have the card, it's just the comic. So being the completest nerd that I am, I'm going to have to try and hunt down just the card. And then she got me New Warriors 58.
Nice.
And New Warriors 59. So this now completes my New Warriors run. Those were the last 2 issues I needed. And with those Avengers issues she got me and the one Sal got me, I am now 81 issues away from completing my Avengers run.
Nice.
Which includes the regular Volume 1 series and 4 annuals.
Very cool. Very cool.
That's very good. That's very getting there.
Let's see. We got we appreciate that. We do,
thanks, Bill.
Yeah, we do start late so that we can get away with saying some stuff on here that we might not be able to say otherwise. She got me the second printing of X Factor 60 because, again, the anal retentive bastard that I am, I couldn't consider the run complete without having this, even though I have the first printing. So now that I have this, I could truly consider my X Factor run complete.
There you go. Nice.
Very good.
And Booster Gold number 2 and Booster Gold number 21, which now completes my Booster Gold run.
Very good.
And the last 2, Sensational She-Hulk number 24 and Sensational She-Hulk number 33, which puts me at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more issues to complete my Sensational She-Hulk run.
Nice.
Almost there.
And then the last thing she got me, which I know Gary will appreciate, is one of the big artist editions.
Oh, nice. Oh, the covers.
So I don't know if you've got this one or if you've seen it.
I don't. Is that all Jim Lee covers?
No. It's
different.
It's just famous covers, and it just covers from various artists through DC's history.
Nice.
And when I was flipping through it, I told her the one thing I like, and I don't know if it'll show up on the camera or not, how closely. An example, but like you could see
her butt.
Right.
You see where the whiteout is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because these are scans of the original black and white art that artists did, so you can see where stuff would get like messed up, and they would have to white it out and fix the art where it's not going to show up on the actual cover, when you scan it, but you could see it with the art, that the artist, like, hey, even these greats would have to go back and fix stuff. So, I think that's, for a guy like me, it makes me feel better when I mess something up and have to go back and fix it.
Nice.
Yeah. And then a little romance cover for Gary there.
Heartthrobs. I have that issue. Yep.
Yeah. But yeah,
he's leaving the baby.
Yeah, it's just cool seeing all these.
Oh, look at that. Yep.
Yeah, all these great covers from DC history.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
So this was you appreciate this one.
Yeah, look at that GI Combat. Yep.
Yeah. Or that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I like that it's different artists, with all kinds of different titles from DC, the superhero and the war and the romance and the horror, and they even got some of the Wildstorm stuff in here.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, so this was you'll definitely like this.
Yeah, there we go. By Bernie and Neil Adams.
Yeah. So this is super cool. If you're a DC fan, a big DC fan, this is definitely something.
Simonson, yeah.
Yeah, definitely something that you would want to get to add to your collection.
Yeah, that's cool. All right. Is that it?
For me.
All right. Gary, you want to go next? Do you have any stuff to show off?
All right. Yep. All right.
Hold on.
From a buddy that I made the acquaintance of in the past year, of Gareth, who I helped authenticate. He's got the world record most items in a Deadpool collection. He just got his Guinness certificate. He came by and he dropped me off a pretty nice package. He brought me this Black Panther everything set. So here's Black Panther there. Black Panther Shuri. Killmonger.
Nice.
Ikea. Got everything you need. Black Panther. Ikea again, another version, and then the
Everett Ross.
Everett Ross. Yep, Everett Ross. So I have all that. Plus, there's even a vehicle.
Ooh. Hey.
Oh, nice.
So he panthered me up here. So these are all pretty cool. So thanks to him for dropping those off, and I think part of it was a thank you for taking the time to authenticate that collection that he had. So that was pretty cool. So that was from him. From from Calvin from Japan, he got me this.
Oh, that's cool.
Batman Begins, little artwork there from came all the way from Japan. So that was kind of cool that he sent me that. My youngest got me this cool Bernie Wrightson sticker set. So, it's a box, comes up, folds up.
Oh, cool.
Nice display. So I opened them all, but I kept the packages. So, so it's a 50 card set, and I ended up with 2 complete sets.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So I didn't get any of the signature cards. There were a few signatures in there that you could randomly get. I didn't get any of those, but I got 2 complete sets of the 50 card set. So, and some even triples and quadruples on some, but to get 2 complete sets made me very, very happy.
Hey, see, so you got triples and quadruples. You can have those for the gifts for the visitors. Are you gonna keep them in that case, or you think
I'll put them in an album. I'll get an album where they display better, but I just had Schwartz card. All right, from Mike Harbor, Blazing Combat. And this is there was a 4-issue magazine of Blazing Combat where Frazetta did all the covers for them, and this collects them all together. And let's see, it's black and white, but it's just really, they're gritty stories, and the covers were pretty famous. And I'll show you. Let's see if where the covers were, and there we go. And especially the first one's very famous.
Oh yeah.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So Frazetta. So all 4 issues there, complete run of the complete collection reprinted. And he got me some romance guide to the romance books, and so with a lot of the romance stuff in there, volume 2 of the golden age of the romance comics, and then also a class, truer than true romance. Yeah, that Blazing Combat is really cool. So truer than true romance. So those came from Mike. Appreciated that. In the romance vein, Diane went shopping with Damien, and I got quite a few of these. Let's see. Here we go. Charlton, just married. Pamela, my love, come away with me to a faraway land. Mr. Rex, please, everyone's staring at my husband. Her husband was staring too. So, yeah, so there we go. He's hitting on her in front of her husband. Just married. Okay. This is just married 60. This is a 12. These are both 12 centers. David will understand. I can't give Captain Williamson the brush off without costing David his job. Okay, Don't give him the brush off, but you're making out with him. You're giving him a tongue. What the hell, man?
That's mixed signals right there.
Yeah, honeymoon. I can't give him the brush off. It cost David his job. Yeah, but you're making out with him. Jeez.
Now, are these ones that were on your list, or just ones that
She saw them at Damien's, and she had to have them. So these are great. And I don't really have any on the list except those 100 pagers I'm trying to knock.
Yeah. It's for the romance, just whenever you see one and you're
whenever see one that appeals. And there are some that are salacious enough that I know of that I want. So you can't put a cast on a broken heart. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Trip to Paradise.
Love Diary.
Love Diary, but I love it. Can't put a cast on a broken heart. And these are Charlton's. This one will go to her because it's got a Eiffel Tower on it. So she gets that one back. So she get the Eiffel Tower cover. Dig them groovy pants though. Wow. All right. This one was pretty beat. This is a cool cover. It's a shame that it's missing a chunk of it. Yeah. Oh, you say you love me. Why can't we go steady? Oh, Richie, I do love you, but how can I tell you I'm not the kind of girl you think I am? Okay, there we go. So groovy cover. And then it even has another one in the back that's a coverless book. So this I love. Oh, so that's what you do with my money. You spend it on other girls. Oh, you got what you paid for, Rita. A few dates, a little love. I bought a boy. So,
So what does Diane think of these covers? Does she laugh?
She thinks they're hilarious. Yeah. I've heard so much about you, darling. This is my girlfriend, Marcia. Who's going to steal you away from me. So, yeah, she likes the drama in it. And a lot of times, she likes the art. Now, let's see. This one is very salacious. Weird Love. And just what must I do to get those? Baby. Yeah, my secret exposed. Yeah. Yeah. What must she do? Yeah. Yeah, I can make a list.
Yeah, quite a lot of makeup on that one.
Mm-hmm. All right. Young Love, 122. You're just like all the others, just playing games, but I know the truth. There's no such thing as love, man. She just slapped the shit out of that dude.
What did the 5 fingers say to the face?
Mm-hmm. So, and then the one that's really great is this Young Love. It's a giant, and it's really pretty awesome. So the giants are also kind of harder to find, the rare, and of course it's number 69. Well, that's great. So look, jealousy, heartbreak, love, rage, loneliness.
Nice.
Look at the little Cupid doing his work at the top, and look at him at the bottom. He's distraught. Cupid, all these things have gone wrong. Poor Cupid. Yeah, she had to tell the man she loved she had no right to marry him. Can a girl ever really forget her first love? Loneliness. All she'd ever known were dreams of love. One heavenly moment of romance. Is that all she would ever have? So poor Cupid. I mean, he's just, poor little cherub is just terribly distraught. So this book is in really, look at the spine on that, man. It's, those giant size.
Yeah.
All these, the giant size is great, but
just to say the bottom, a bouquet of searing love stories.
You will never forget. So this is in beautiful searing. So I'm happy to have that. All right. So those she got me. All right. So I'm going to show a book that Sal was kind enough to bid on for me and front me the cash for. And I'll get to it in a minute, but in the process, I'm going to show all the Rudolphs I have. Rudolph went 13 issues from 1949 all the way to 62. And it would come out, in the winter, like it'd be like 49, 50, 50, 51, those things where they overlapped a little bit, but it would come out right before Christmas. And so now I have half of them. So there's this one. So I've had them, but what I did is I put them in the clear boards because they all had cool backs.
Nice.
So, and they really weren't doing back covers then that were, this is the one Sal got for me. This is beautiful shape. Got it for a really good price. So, Rudolph's making toys too. He's really doing everything. And look at the back. The back cover is so cool.
Oh, that is cool.
So I love Rudolph's piloting a helicopter with his nose as a searchlight. And this is from 1953.
Yep.
So it's very, very cool. But to have them, to put them in the, with the clear bags, there's Rudolph as a stocking stuffer. So I think that's really neat. So I've got 6 of them now. So I'm halfway there. There's 13. Yeah. So there's Santa with Rudolph.
Nice.
And I got 3 of them I got in Baltimore this year. This one I have, Jeanette owned this one, as you can see from Santa's beard.
Uh-huh.
And this had a calendar on the back.
Huh.
So this was a 1958 calendar. So this came out, in the early winter of 57. And then the last one is the hardest one to find. It was done kind of like an annual. So this is the hardest one to find. And I got that. Of course, Damien got that. And it's got a 1963 calendar on it, on the back. So just a little side trip into Rudolph because of this. Like I said, thanks to Sal for bidding on that for me and getting me closer to almost halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So one more and I'll be over halfway. So there we go. So we got the Rudolphs, and I got 3 of them at Baltimore this year. So that was kind of neat. So I made some progress there. All right. This one I picked up. I got this from Damien. It was cool. Warren Washington. I picked that up and went to his house. I had some of the current EC books, and I just, what they cost me, I just used for trade. I got this Strange Adventures, Warren Washington, 1990 AD. Well, that's already happened. So, a futuristic issue, and it's already passed. Okay, this one Sal was kind enough to buy for me. So this was a Dial H for Hero. So Chris, I don't have to buy this one. That makes me happy. It's $169 as I get closer and closer on my. Well, I think I have 4 of these left Dial H's, and I'm done with that. Robbie.
On your favorite character.
I know. Diane got this unexpected for me.
That's cool.
The colors 86. Nice. What's wrong, Daddy? Great Caesar's ghost, or Great Caesar, look what's happening to our children. They become giants. Yeah. So, Tales of the Unexpected, but the colors on that are great. So, Diane, shopping with Amy, got that for me. She got this beautiful. This book is scarce. Robin Hood Tales.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. So this is number 7, and this is the first DC issue. The first 6 issues were quality, and just like GI Combat was a quality book, the Plastic Man or the Blackhawks were quality. Plastic Man was quality. When DC bought all the rights to that, some of the books, had the numbering. So there had been 6 issues of Robin Hood. This is the first DC issue. And so, again, scarce, but what a cool cover. Love it.
It is.
And it's a scarce mid-50s DC, which are always tough.
And when it switched from quality to DC, did the creative team stay the same?
I do not know that. That's a great question. I am not sure of that. I
was wondering on those books if the creative teams, since they kept the numbering going, if the creative team stayed the same, and also if there was any gap in publishing, like did it come out the next month, or was it a couple months, or or something like that?
Well, I can look up the Robin Hood really quick, and we'll look at that. And we'll see what kind of gap there was. Robin Hood, okay. Robin Hood Tales, because Robin Hood, they had a Robin Hood feature that was in the early Brave and the Bolds, and Robin Hood was on a couple covers. So 6, which was quality, was December 56, and the DC book was February 57, and it was bi-monthly. So it looks like they didn't miss a beat.
Nice.
So it doesn't tell me who the creative team was on this. I'd have to go into a deeper dive. But anyway, it didn't miss a beat there, evidently. So this is she also got me Batman 126 from Damien.
Oh, that's cool.
This is like a 1958 issue. And once I get 127, I have Batman 120 up,
Oh, that's nice.
and
That's cool.
I'll be about 12 issues away from having my goal of 99 up. So chipping away. And then the big book she got me is a really cool book. Wonder Woman was, of course, in Sensation Comics. And about issue 105, she was done in Sensation, and a lot of these old DC titles were transitioning to kind of a horror or mystery themes. And she had her own ongoing that stayed, but Sensation went to horror, just like Star Spangled Comics. You know, Robin was the main feature. It went to Tomahawk for a while, and then it went to as the main feature, and then it went to like mystery tales and horror tales and all that. Well, that happened with Sensation Comics, and this is a rare issue. It's scarce.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
It's, you know, my finger's alive, threatening me with death. It's just look at that. Look at all those jokers.
Mm.
And you know, got a gun, got an axe, got a knife, got a club, and the other one's just gonna, you know, Muscle Boy is gonna get him. So,
well, also look at the size of that hand compared to the size of his head.
I know. So there you go. It's but the colors on this are amazing.
Yeah.
So this is the second best copy of this Damien's ever seen, and that's because this was his copy for many years, and then he just upgraded. So he upgraded and offered it to her, and it's a really cool book. So and again, it is scarce. So
what year is that from?
52, 53.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. So it's Golden Age. Yep. So anyway, so Golden Age goodness. Look at those colors and a cover you don't see very often. So I'm very happy to own that. So thanks to her and him for hooking me up.
Very cool. Very cool. I guess I will go next then.
Thank you, Chris.
All right. So first thing up was not really comic book related, but my daughter I wanted something to give me for Christmas, so I told her to pick this up for me. This is a Dungeons and Dragons Book of Dragons, and this is a pretty
scaly.
Very it actually is. It's embossed. It's pretty cool. It's a book that actually describes all the types of dragons out in Dungeons and Dragons. They have, you know, the colors, what they represent, all this other stuff. Really cool stuff. If you're into Dungeons and Dragons, you'll like this stuff, and you even got Tiamat as well. Tiamat was the main bad dragon back into the old D&D days, so that was pretty cool. Heavy as hell. It's a good weapon.
So when a dragon's getting ready to eat you, you can see what color he is and at least know about him a little bit.
There you go. Exactly. All right. So from Gary, he gave me the JLA Gatekeeper series 1 through 3. So there's one. There's number 2.
Tim Truman.
Yeah. And I read it. This story was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Oh, did you read them?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, I did.
Cool art style, right?
Yeah, very cool art style. Love that. Yeah. And as a side note, this book was my milestone book. I now have cracked the 17,000 plateau.
Nice.
So,
wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you very
good.
much. Mm-hmm. All right. So now what I picked up from various mail calls, you would think it's Halloween because I got, that's out of order, but that's okay. The Demon, number 9.
Nice.
This is a freebie because I bought some other Demon books from this guy, and this was beat up, so he gave that to me for free. What number is this guy? Demon number 3.
Oh, great. I love these books.
Demon number 2.
Mm-hmm. I love that cover.
Demon number 16.
Yeah.
This is a Jack Kirby story. Still, you know.
Oh, he did all of them.
He did all of them. Yep. And Demon number 5.
Yep. Just so dynamic.
Demon number 15. And
okay.
I always thought this was kind of weird because if you look.
Yep. That was right. That's the one that's got the weird where they blanked out something on the word balloon. Yeah.
Right. And we never found out what it was.
And that was Clarion the Witch Boy.
Right. Clarion the Witch Boy. And of course, Demon number 1.
Nice. Good copy.
So yeah, there's a good copy on that.
So are you almost complete?
Almost complete with Demon. I think I need 3 issues.
Because there were 16 of them.
Right. Let me see. I can check that really quick here. Give me a second. I can tell you. Demon. If I remember how to alphabetize. All right. So I'm missing number 6, 7, 8, and then 10, 11, 12. 6 issues left on that. All right. So next in the list is Little Tomb of Dracula. This is number 11.
I like that cover.
Nice.
That's really cool.
This one's beat to hell. Could really use a press, but it's number 30.
Ah, cool.
The Marvel stamp is still intact in this one. And
Nice.
it's the Nick Fury Marvel stamp. I looked it up.
Okay. Yeah, Kent might be able to help that.
Yeah, I think I might. All right. Picked up an old GL. This is number 58. There we go.
Like that Gil Kane cover.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. So now next on the list is Swamp Thing number 12.
Nestor Redondo. It's one of my. I love that cover of his.
Yeah.
Swamp Thing number 4.
That's a great issue. There's a great full page werewolf picture in that.
Right.
Yeah, I got that one, but mine's beat to shit. That was a lot nicer looking.
So my Swamp Thing Volume 1, I'll tell you 1 second, is very close to being done.
Nice.
Swamp Thing Volume 1. All I need is issue number 2 and 4 and 24, because I think it went to 24, right?
You got 4. That was 4 right there.
That I didn't enter it in my system yet. So now I just need 2 and 24.
I'd have laughed if you said the only one you needed was 9.
Nope, I've got that one slabbed, baby.
You're like, I know a guy that's got a copy of that.
Yeah, I know a guy.
So you need 2 and 24.
Number 2 and number 24.
24 is the last issue.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. So I got to enter that into my system because it's.
Oh, nice. 24 won't cost you anything. Two a little bit.
Yeah, right. So also picked up this Wolverine number 10 because it was a pretty badass cover there.
Very good. And have you read those Swamp Things?
No, I haven't read all these particular ones yet, but all the other ones I have read.
Gotcha.
All right, I found a Carnage book that I did not have a variant on. So Extreme Carnage Alpha.
That's cool. I like it.
And I also picked up a Mandalorian. It's got some scribbles. Mandalorian number 3.
Oh, that's cool.
Who's that on it? Scribbling.
That is Barnes and Janie. George Janie Jetty.
Okay.
See their handwriting there. Let me look that up really quick.
That's a super cool cover.
If you told me it was Barnes and Noble, I would say no.
Barnes and Noble signed it, man. It's legit.
It's Barnes and Noble, man.
Hold on, let me see. Let me look this up really quick. I can tell you because I did mark it down. Their handwriting is like absolute.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
George Jenny.
Jenny. Yeah. So let me see if I can. Blah, 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 blah. Mandalorian, and this is number 3. So that's right there. And there we go. Yeah, so it's signed by Georges Jetney and Rodney Barnes. That's what that is. If you can tell, that's Rodney. I can't even tell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyhow, it's a pretty cool book. I may send this off to be slabbed because it's it's got the scribbles. It's in great condition.
Nice.
So that is it for my back issue hauls. So we are good to go.
Good stuff. Everybody made out pretty good.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Is that his J-Ho and?
Yeah, I wasn't going to put that up.
Yeah. That's all right. It's 1:10 in the morning. I think we can get away with it. Anyhow, all right, folks. I think that wraps us up tonight because we're not going to do a showcase, but we all had some great issues to show off. Thank you guys for sticking around this late, this early in the morning. Guys, good stuff. Thank you for showing off your books this week. Don't forget, next week we're back to our usual schedule. Should be a podcast on Wednesday. Comic character of the week is next week on Thursday, and of course, back here for Comics Unleashed Saturday night.
With special guest on the Thursday episode.
That's right. We're not going to mention it. We're going to keep it a secret, or we're going to announce it.
That's up to y'all.
Yeah, we can announce it. We got to let people know so they know to tune in.
Tune in. All right. Then, Gary, why don't you tell who's our special guest?
Well, we are doing Miles Morales as our character of the week. And because I cannot do justice to the character because I am just not as familiar with Miles as this gentleman is, I'm going to let him come in, take my place, and hit it out of the park. And that's Rob Kalin, principal owner of Comic Logic. He loves him some Miles, and he will be in my stead on Thursday doing a much better job than I could have done with the character.
All right.
There
Very
you
cool.
go.
We remind him to get me the stories and
I will.
covers.
And you do have his contact info anyway, right?
I can reach out to him on Facebook. So
yeah. Well, no, he knows that. I just want to make sure that because you'll need a way to give him the link.
The link.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, folks. Then we will all see you guys